You know, if you just have this video on to listen to and you just want to listen to somebody's business, cool.
I think they like it. Oh, I think they like it. I think they like it. Oh, I think they like it. I think they like it. Oh, I think they like it.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Simply Kee Samone. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to say for real, welcome back. Like, welcome back from the longest hiatus I have ever went on in YouTube history. It has been a very long time coming. This is actually my third time filming this video, and so I hope that this works out fine, but it has been so long. I cannot wait to catch up with y'all. I cannot wait to share with y'all what is going on with me, where I've been, what I've been going through, what I'm getting ready to do, just all of the things. And yeah, girl, we're gonna be doing our makeup. I'm just gonna hop right into it. Normally I like to take notes and just have something to go off of, but I tried that in my first video. Second video, I was a hot mess. It just wasn't gonna work. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna try our best. I want to go ahead and jump right in and start this video off with just all the things that y'all have missed, all the things that I have been doing since, when was the last time I talked to y'all? March, April? I think it might have been March, and it's now October, which is insane. Like, that is such a long time to be gone. And if you are new here, I hope that, you know, if you just have this video on to listen to and you just want to listen to somebody's business, cool. But again, like I said, we have a lot to catch up on if you have been here before. So starting off with the things that you all missed just in these last months, I'm kind of gonna just ramble them off and just tell you about everything that has happened, everything that you all have missed, and then I'm gonna talk about where I am at now, what's going on with me now, and where I am headed in the near future. Also, sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It's very overcast today. I have lights, but I also have like natural light, so I don't know. Deal with it, girl. Deal with it, girl. We're just gonna have to get through it. So first and foremost, I graduated college. I graduated with my bachelor's in cyber and information security. I'm so excited. I graduated summa cum laude May 30th. So that was amazing, long awaited. I feel like that I put off so long going back to school because I am in my 30s. So, you know, I think that going back to school sometimes can be intimidating, but I was in a place and a point where it was something that I wanted to finish. I was also in just like an in-between stage when it came to career. So I was like, why not just, you know, elevate my career, which I did not know the job market was gonna be ASS. So yeah, there's that. But I'm super excited that I graduated. I graduated summa cum laude of my class, and yes, it was so much just love because my wife threw me a celebratory barbecue. I had friends come in town. I have family come in town. My friends and my family that are here in San Antonio, they showed up for me. They showed up and showed out for me. Like, we had a bounce house. We had, you know, cooked food, grill in the back, music, games, like the whole nine, the whole shebang. It was awesome. I felt so loved that weekend. I couldn't have asked for a better time to celebrate such a great milestone. So thank you to my wife for doing that for me. I love her so much, y'all. She literally spoils me, and she will go out of her way to make sure that I have everything that I want, need, and just to make sure that I'm celebrated. And I really love that for me. You also missed my trip to Barbados. I went on a family trip to Barbados with my wife's family. Her dad's side is originally from Barbados. Just meeting the last family members that they have out there in Barbados was just so fulfilling for me to get to know that side of my wife's family. Going to see where her great grandmother used to live, like the old home that's still there, like, and also just going to the beach, you know, seeing the sights. We stayed right in the St. Lawrence Gap. Like, it was a vibe. We had a time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love that my wife's family is just so loving, and ever since day one, like, they have always made sure that I felt like family, that I was, you know, I just felt like one of the Duns, you know. I'm in there, okay? I'm in there. So that was really fun. I actually vlogged that trip, and the footage never saw the light of day. I apologize. I honestly didn't do a good job of vlogging. While I did get footage, I was pretty much really in the moment. Like, I was enjoying, I was exploring, I was seeing sights, I was eating food, I was drinking drinks, I was enjoying the family. And while I did, like I said, get some footage, it just, I don't know. I just felt like that was something that I just had to live in the moment through. And I just enjoyed myself, you know? So yeah, I did post some content like on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. So if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, then girl, you've been missing out, okay? Because YouTube is not the only place I post, and really short form right now has been a lot better. I haven't been posting too much like actual reels on Instagram, but I have been posting TikToks and I have been posting on my story on Instagram. So yeah, if you ever feel like, you know, where am I doing, where am I at, what am I doing, yeah, check TikTok and check Instagram. All that is in my description box, so make sure you follow me there. Next up, y'all missed a couple of travels, not just Barbados, but we also went to Atlanta, we went to Houston. I think we've been to Houston like twice. We went to the Chris Brown concert here in San Antonio. Like I said, we went to Atlanta. I went to Alabama. I went to Georgia. Like I went to, well, another part in Georgia. I went to Atlanta, but I also went to Columbus. But y'all, we have just been all over the place, okay? We've had friends come in town for us. We've just been doing a lot of moving and grooving, and I did not vlog any of it. And I just felt like in those time frames, which I'm gonna get into in a minute, why, like specifically why I was not vlogging. But yeah, I just felt like I just needed to be in the moment. Again, I did get short form content of all that stuff, like just having fun and being outside. Or yeah, baby, this summer I was outside, not in, okay? I was outside, not in. I had a ball, ate good. I probably ate way too good, because girl, me in the gym, we was far and few between, okay? Me and the gym was far and few between. Starting off of the year, I was really, really good. I was in there, you know, snatched. But, you know, it's okay. I think that as long as I, you know, show back up in some capacity, that it's okay. But yeah, with all the traveling and all the just the this, the that, I wasn't too consistent, but I did not quit. So that is the most important thing. Oh, also another thing that I want to add in there is I got my first 4-figure signed contract deal with YouTube Shopping in collaboration with one of my absolute favorite makeup brands. I was over the moon, okay? When they reached out to me, it was for an older video that I made, and they wanted to use the video as a promotion. I was so ecstatic to be reached out to, and I guess now that the campaign is over, I can tell y'all it was with Fenty. Y'all, I was ecstatic, okay? When I tell you over the moon, I felt like, yeah, like what? In collaboration with whom? Me? Girl, I was too stunned to speak. Like, I almost couldn't believe that was, you know, offered to me, which I don't understand why I would think that, because although I have not always been the most consistent, I know that when I do produce content, you know, the content is really good. Like, I enjoy the content at least, and I've had other brands reach out to me before. I've worked with other brands before, but just never in this capacity and never in you know, this much money. You know what I'm saying? So I think that also, at the timing that came, it kind of validated and made me feel a little bit better for going ghost on YouTube, because I'm like, you know, this has to be a sign that I can pick up and keep going, because, you know, how is it possible for me to get an opportunity like this? For one, you know, I don't have the most subscribers. I have what, I think I'm 12,000 something. So I'm not even, you know, past 50K, nowhere near 50K at this moment. And so to me, I felt like that God was telling me, like, look what I could do for you, and look how I can bless you if you you know, pick back up and keep going. So honestly, that was a blessing in disguise, because all this time while I have not been posting, obviously, you know, my hours have dropped, my view time has dropped, you know, the money has slowed down. I've still been getting paid from YouTube, but I mean, if you're not posting, you're not getting paid, okay? And that's just what it is. But that video did 500,000 views, almost 500,000 views. And so those watch hours pretty much has carried my channel to keep me, because I mean, I doubt I would have got demonetized while I was gone, but you know, that just helped boost my channel even more, like as far as watch time hours, to keep me qualified to continue to get paid. And so that really, I don't know, all I could do was thank God for that, because there is no way in hell that I feel like that I should have been almost, I guess, rewarded for not really being on the platform. And that could have been just me like having self-sabotaging, you know, limiting beliefs. Like, why would I be able to get paid and I'm not even consistent on my platform? Like, I started to feel guilty, but I also had to look at just where I was in life and what I had going on and give myself grace. Like, I know that sometimes we talk about giving ourselves grace, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I have to tell myself like, hey, are you giving yourself grace or are you giving yourself an excuse? And when I actually sat down, look at the facts of everything, I'm like, no girl, you are giving yourself grace. You know, be proud of yourself. They wouldn't have approached you if this wasn't for you. And I think that, you know, not tricking yourself out of your spot and just really like, no, you know what, I deserve that. This opportunity came to me for a reason. Yeah, pretty much that was just like an eye-opener to just remind me that like, no, you got this. You know, this was for you. It wouldn't have been presented to you if it wasn't for you. I also got approached by another brand, which was actually a travel brand. I don't know if you all have seen creators that have went and held group trips. Honestly, again, in that moment, imposter syndrome all over again, because I'm like, who the heck is going to pay to go on a trip with me and I haven't even been showing up here on my platform? So I did take the meeting, and there were some other creators that were in. It was kind of like a group call, and then from the group call, like the initial like onboarding, then you would go off and have your own private call with your own private agent that would help you like coordinate your trip, coordinate activities, do the marketing for it and everything, like get everything out there. I did some research. I was being real nosy. I did some research on some of the creators that were in that meeting with me, and I was like, because I was like, how the hell did they find me? Who put my name on the roster? How did you even slide in my email, my business email? Again, self-sabotage. Girl, when I looked up the creators that I was on the call with, they had, like, their follower count is up here, baby. And not to say that like I couldn't pull something like that off, because in hindsight, I'm like, girl, yeah, your following isn't that large, but clearly this is something that could be possible for you. So I did decline that, because I'm like, there's no way that I feel comfortable advertising this trip and asking anybody to possibly go on any type of trip, spend any type of coin with me, and I have not been showing up on my platform. That was just a personal preference of mine. That's not to say that that's not something that I wouldn't want to do in the future, because it definitely is, but I just feel like, yeah, there was no way that I don't know, at that time it just wasn't right for me, okay? I do think that, again, that was just God saying like, look what I can do for you. Like, look what I could do for you. Look what I could do for you. I think that's pretty much, event-wise, I feel like that's pretty much all that y'all missed. Now I'm about to get into why, you know, where have I been? Why have I not been vlogging? Like, what is the tea, girl? And I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm in such an in-between phase. I feel like there's periods of time in life where it comes time to pivot, okay? And some people, they are very comfortable when it comes to just staying comfortable. And me, not so much. I feel like that whenever I make an accomplishment, I'm looking forward to the next thing. Whenever I feel stagnant, I'm about to look for the next thing. I don't know, I just think me as a person, I am just not the settling type, okay? Whenever I feel like that I'm starting to get stagnant, or whenever I feel like that I could be doing something more, I want to move on that. Especially when it's something that I have a passion for, or that I have a vision for, or something that I'm excited for, something that I want to try, something that I want to do. I want to move on that. And this right now is one of the larger transitions that I have done in years. Because girl, when I tell you some of the transitions I done made in life, like starting from young, like I'm talking about dropping out of college, like driving myself all the way up to a whole nother state, working 2 jobs, then up and joining the military, like just a bunch of different things that I have chosen to do for myself that has always worked out because I felt the need to elevate. And so right now, the change in my life is so large and so vast and so just bigger than I've ever done anything before in my life, that I was like, I need to take a step back. I'm in this in-between stage. I heard Jayla Majette say in one of her chit chat videos that she's in between right now. And girl, I'm in between right now, okay? I'm in an in-between season to where I am still somewhat holding on to like the old me and stepping into the new me. And the new me is about to come with so many different things that it's just, I don't know, it's just very uncomfortable. And while I'm okay with the uncomfortability, there's just some things that I can't do in the midst of that uncomfortability, if that makes sense. Like, I'm cool with change, okay? Is change difficult? Hell yeah. There's a lot of people that don't like change. There's a lot of people that are sitting in the same spot that they've sat in years. Why? Because they don't like change. They don't trust themselves. They don't, you know, want to do anything that may feel unsafe or unsure, because they would rather feel safe and secure. And, you know, rightfully so. But I believe in God. And God has brought me through so many different things. God has protected me through so many different situations, guided me in so many different situations, been there for me and cared for me, even when I felt like that I was doing things on my own. And so for that, I always have to remind myself and lean into the faith that I have in him, that he will make sure that I'm taken care of, that I'm safe, that I'm making the right decisions. And I always pray. Always pray. If something is not for me, if something is not right for me, if it is not what you see fit for me, then please block it. Please block it. I speak that out in prayer often. That goes for situations, people, opportunities, everything, like everything, okay? I pray on it, and if I get the green light, I'm moving, okay? I'm moving on it. Speaking of moving, it's finally time. It's finally time, girl. I am moving. We are moving, okay? It is moving season, finally. This has been in the works and in the plans since last year. And I think, and I don't know if I told y'all, if I brought up the fact that I want to move. I think last year I told y'all this year we want to move. We want to, you know, explore. And I am finally in that season, okay? We're actually selling our house, which is crazy, y'all. That on top of me being in just like this in-between phase, the process of selling a home has been a lot, okay? As y'all can see, there's nothing in here, okay? There's nothing in my background, and my home is about 80% empty. Yeah, I think it's safe to say my home is about 75 to 80% empty at this moment, okay? I have been having so much to do when it comes to moving out of this house. Now, we are starting completely fresh new slate. Everything has to go, okay? Everything got to go. Last weekend we had a yard sale. We had a 2-day yard sale. I felt like a real adult, like going down to the city, getting a permit to have a yard sale. Like, who am I? Like, grown as hell, having a yard sale, like what? So we were able to sell a lot of things. We were able to sell a lot of furniture. I've been selling stuff on OfferUp Marketplace. I actually had somebody come pick up something today, like the little white stand back here. I had a white stand back there, I had one in my closet, both of them gone. Like, girl, we have been moving and grooving, okay? We're literally selling everything and starting fresh. One thing that I must say, you do not know how much stuff you have until you get ready to move. It does not make any sense how much stuff that we have accumulated in this home. Clothes, shoes, junk. We have furniture in storage. We have furniture in this house. Just old things, cups, glasses, plates, just so much stuff. And we've been taking it one day at a time, but it truly is so much. We've made countless trips to Goodwill, and like I said, the selling of everything has been, it's been going. Everything isn't quite sold yet, but we are almost to the finish line when it comes to that. Every day I'm finding more and more things, and I'm like, when the did I get this, and why do I still have it? Why do I still have it? So yes, girl, we are moving, we are selling our house. I'm super excited. The way the market is going and just the way that the world is going right now, like America, like what the y'all see what's going on, okay? So that's made it even more stressful. There have definitely been some bumps in the road. I'm not gonna hold you, I'm not going to lie. It has been a lot of anxiety involved, a lot of back and forth involved, a lot of hard manual labor involved, just a lot of stress, a lot of unknown, a lot of faith, a lot of praying, a lot of like late nights, just, girl, I'm tired. I'm ready to be at where I'm about to be at, okay? I'm not going to disclose where we're moving now, but I just want to let y'all know that I'm very excited. This is something that me and my wife have been talking about for a long time, and she has been ready to go, okay? We kind of been waiting on me, to be honest. We like to make our decisions, like major life decisions, we like to make those decisions together. When we make decisions together. If one of us is not 1000% on board, then we're not doing it, you know, because we're a team. And this only goes for things that affect us both. This is not like personal life decisions, but if it's something that's gonna affect us both and what we built as a family, me and her and our dogs, then we wait on it. We wait for the right time, and it is finally the right time. So we started this process way back at the beginning of the year. The market has been crazy, insane, and it has been a long process, but we finally are going to be closing on our house in, let me see what today is. Today is October 24th, and we close on our house on November 5th. So God got us. God is going to get us to the closing table. And also, if anything were to happen or if anything were to change, then we will just have to trust in God that it is for a reason and whatever may have you. But we are speaking into existence, baby. We getting up out of here, okay? We are getting up out of here. We did get a lot of questions from like friends and stuff like that, like, why don't you want to rent your house out? We even talked about a lot of options of renting and just things we could do with the home, like investment wise with our realtors. And it just kind of doesn't make sense for us right now. Where we live, which I love San Antonio. San Antonio has been a great milestone. This is actually the longest place that I've ever lived in my entire life. I know that's kind of hard to believe, but I moved around a lot. When I grew up, my parent was in the military, and then I joined the military shortly after graduating high school. So I've never lived in a place this long. We've been here October 2019, and it's now October 2025. That is 6 years. I have never lived out there that long. And in this house specifically, 5 years. That is a long time, okay? I feel like during my time in San Antonio, I've met so many people. I've done so many different things, tried so many different things. I've grown as a creator, like vlogging out in public, going to networking events, going to content events, like meeting other content creators here. I'm actually going to an event tonight. It has been so rewarding, such a learning experience. got out of the army here, and that was like my longest standing career in my entire life. So that was a major like switch and change. We went through so much life change. We've lost, we've gained, we've had fun, we've traveled, we've done so many different things, and now we are just both collectively as a unit ready for the next chapter in life. And I'm just so freaking excited. Like, I wish that I could just talk to y'all about just everything right now, but I'm not. Y'all just gonna have to like stay tuned for just, I don't know, just everything to come. But just know, like, this chapter is closing, a new one is opening, and yeah, I could not be more freaking excited. On a more, well, I mean, I was about to say on a more serious note, but I mean, this entire thing is serious, so I can't even really differentiate that from that. But with all that going on, I also have been just having, I guess, I don't want to say like battling with my mental health, but I've been stressed the out, okay? Not just with stuff with the home, but also just with personal things that I have been working through in therapy. And this year, some of the things that I thought that I had a hold on and that I had healed from reared their ugly ass head this year, okay? And I'm just like, I have so much going on, and then on top of that, in the back of my head, I have this too going on. Like, why? And again, one day we will talk about it, because I know that what I am growing through and healing from, I know that other women have experienced this, and so it's something that I feel like needs to be talked about. But right now, honestly, for me, just is not the time to do that. But that also played into a reason of why I just felt like it was not the right time for me to be on YouTube. I think that when people are on YouTube, and whether they're trying to figure themselves out, whether they're going through something, like, yes, it's good to have an outlet, but sometimes I just feel like that I cannot share while I'm going through stuff. Like, this is even like in real life, not just on YouTube. Like, sometimes when I'm going through things and I'm so bad about this, I will not tell anybody. Like, I won't talk to anybody about it. I'll talk to God about it. I'll talk to my therapist about it. I'll talk to my wife about it. And then, like, I kind of just leave it at that. I never want to be a burden on somebody. I never want to come on camera and not, like, bring the energy that you all deserve, which that is like a protection thing for myself. But I do also understand that it could be helpful to share some of these experiences, because again, there's nothing that you're gonna go through in life and you're the only person that has went through that or have experienced that or felt that way, or whatever the case may be. And that's something that I keep reminding myself of. But again, I feel like that if you're ready for that type of thing, if you're ready to do anything in life, then you're gonna do it. And if you're not, you know, don't force yourself, because it's not worth it. But just know that it is something that I would like to talk about in the future, and I do plan on talking about it in the future. It's just that right now, with everything that I have going on, I just feel like it's safer and just makes more sense for my mental health to, like, kind of keep that over here for now. Let's focus on, you know, the good, the things that's going on that are about to elevate, and we can focus on the other things later. Like, not to say that I'm not focusing on them personally, but to, you know, bring that to y'all and talk to y'all about it. Like, I want to be on the other end of it, you know? I want to be on the other side, okay? Because baby, I'm coming out kicking and screaming, I'm telling you. But whenever I'm not, like, mentally 100%, I just don't see myself being on the internet. And I know that a lot of people can do that. They can multitask and they can kind of have whatever things going on, you know, in the background and not really be fazed by posting content. But I'm just not one of those types of people. And maybe one day I will be one of those types of people that can do that, but right now I'm not, and that's just is what it is. I can't beat myself up over it, because that doesn't do me any justice, and that doesn't, you know, that doesn't give myself any grace. And yeah, I don't want to be my own bully, so there's that. But mentally right now, although I have so many things going on, I feel a lot better than I did. I feel motivated, I'm excited. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna be able to like vlog for y'all and get through this process. I actually have started vlogging some of the moving process and like some of the things we've been doing in the background. That'll be like a collective video chit chat type of thing once I do move, to share all the things, because I'm pretty sure there'll be some questions, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll talk about like all the ins and outs and that sort of thing once that time arises. I'm gonna finish like my eyes and stuff really quickly, and then I'm gonna come back because I feel like I'm rambling. I didn't want this video to be too crazy long. I just needed to get this video out, and I knew I was about to sit down and do my makeup because like I said, I'm going to an event. But yeah, let me finish up my eyes and we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish this off. Okay, so I'm back and I have completed the face. I just wanted to make sure that I concentrated on my eyes and my lips because I did do a bit more than I normally do, because the event that I am going to tonight, it is encouraged that you dress up in costume, and I'm actually currently waiting on my costume to be delivered within the next couple of hours. So hopefully it comes. If not, then this is the look. But yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. The only thing I didn't touch on is, y'all, my birthday is in 5 freaking days. My birthday is next Wednesday, October 29th. It's Scorpio season. So shout out to all my Scorpios out there. I'm super excited. I'll be turning 32. I feel like I just turned 31. I feel like I was just turning 30. I think the way that life is moving and the way that life is progressing is just such a blessing. I feel blessed to see this age. I feel blessed to be about to embark on a new journey just in my life with my wife and just everything all together. I feel blessed that I was able to spend a lot of time with friends and loved ones this year. And even through just like the mental struggles that I've been through this year, I was able to see that in life there is always duality. There's good, there's bad, and there's a lot of times where I'm a very much so all or nothing person, which sometimes that can be beneficial, but other times that can be a downfall, because there is going to be times where I'm going to be going through other things, and it's like, so are you going to always put the camera down every time that there's something going on, or whatever the case may be? And that's something that I'm also working with within myself, and just trusting myself, trusting my decisions, being okay with a certain level of vulnerability, but also sharing ups, downs, and all that. I do believe that there is a level to that though, because you don't have to share everything, but there can be, like I said, some duality, some balance, good with bad in that sense. So yes, I think that is pretty much it for this life update video chit chat. I'm okay, I'm a lot better. I've just been having a lot going on, and yes, I'm also trying to figure out just moving forward with my content. I do want to get back into vlogging, but I also want to kind of get back to some of my chit chat videos, because I just think that I gave up on those like a little bit too soon. Like, I was doing chit chat, get ready with me here and there, but there was a time frame where I was going really hard with my chit chat videos, and hopefully they were helpful, just different topics, things that are, you know, bringing value, because not only are, you know, not only is content here for you to just enjoy and pass time, but I want it to be something that brings value. So whatever type of content that it is that you would like to see from me, leave that down in the comments. If you want to see just vlogs, let me know. If you want to see vlogs and chit chat style videos, let me know. Routines, whatever the case may be, make sure you leave that down below. Thank you to everybody who's reached out to me, checked up on me, see what your girl was doing. If you followed me on Instagram, or if you followed me on TikTok and you've been keeping up with my content there, thank you so much. But yes, I will be coming back soon. And yeah, this is just an update, proof of life. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will just see you all in my next video.